Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again. So today I'm bringing you some Viktor Riven gameplay. This deck is kind of like an aggro deck, but a slightly different way of playing aggro because it's more like aggro combo together. Because obviously the idea here is that you're kind of combining all the blade fragments from Riven to just make these really big units between the Neandroid, between the Riven herself, the Viktor, and just push a ton of overwhelm damage. So it is kind of aggro because it does end games really fast, but it's also more like, it's not like aggro burn or like going wide. It's more like aggro combo where you just focus on a single unit or sometimes two units to push the lethal damage that you need. Now, that has a couple benefits and a couple downsides. The benefit is that because we're going for more overwhelm and a single unit getting really big, opponents going wide don't really matter to us, right? We can, like, it doesn't matter how many blockers the opponent has. We're gonna have a really big Viktor, a really big Riven, a really big Neandroid that is just gonna push that Elusive for that overwhelm damage and just win the game like that. On the other side, the downside of that is when you focus on a single unit, you're more vulnerable to stuff like Vengeance, or in general, more removal. Now, there's no way in these regions for us to stop a Vengeance from stopping our game plan, but there is a way for us to stop like damage-based removal, and that's called Survivor Skills. So we can play Survivor Skills together with the Senate Urchin or the Portal Cannon to be able to survive against, like, if the opponent goes for like a double Mystic Shot on the Viktor, or get excited plus a Mystic Shot or something similar like that. So that is the reason why Survivor Skill makes sense in this deck, because it gives us a way to protect that really big unit. The other combo here is that obviously once you make a big Riven or a big Viktor or a big Neandroid, you can also finish up by playing the Rune Reckoner. That lets that unit be able to attack again and just push that Overwhelm or that Elusive damage all over again. The rest of the deck is kind of giving us supporting cards that give us blade fragments like the Squire. The Rune Squire is really good as well because it gives us a fragment and gives us the challenger to either challenge a really big blocker away from us or be able to get rid of the opponent's key units. And it also works with the blade fragment itself. Like sometimes you can get rid of really big units by using the Rune Squire. The Ballistic Bot is a little bit slower, but it kind of is an alternative because it also has Augment, so it can grow really tall, and because it's so easy with this deck to give Overwhelm to our units because of the Blade Fragments, the Ballistic Bot can also end up presenting a lot of damage, and the Ignition Burn doesn't hurt whatsoever. Fallen Rider is a nice fearsome attacker as well, and obviously you have the Poros, and we do play some Burn at the end of the day with Mystic and Get Excited, just in case that we need just a little bit of reach to be able to finish the game, but for the most part, to be honest, most of the games you're finishing up just because of the Riven, Neandroid, or the Viktor getting so big that the opponent cannot deal with it. But very fun deck. Can climb really fast because the games end up going really fast. That's why I think this is gonna be like my shortest big video in the history of my channel because of how quick these 6 games all went. But enough of me rambling. Hope you enjoy the games kind of soon. If you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. Anyways, yeah, so I'll see you at the end of the video for some mulligan tips. Enjoy the games. In this matchup, we'll be going against Taliyah Malphite. I don't know what to expect, to be honest. The Rider of Arcane is going to be really problematic for our Riven. I'm going to keep the Sunny Urchin. Because I want to be able to draw if I get like the... what's it called? I think I have to open. I have to open here before the opponent can play Rock Hopper right away. Yeah, I think I have to open before the opponent can play the Rock Hopper. Or the Preservarium as well. There's no reason for me to play the Rune Squire when it's just gonna die. We can play Riven here, but again, the Rider of Arcane is a little bit annoying to deal with. Okay, at least the opponent is not able to attack anymore. Okay, they're able to attack, so I'm gonna just kill Chip. I should have blocked with the Squire. Why didn't we block with the Squire? Yeah, I should have blocked with the Squire. I was thinking so much about Chip that I didn't consider blocking with the Squire. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and commit the Viktor first. And just start working on the Viktor level up. Let the opponent decide to kill my Riven if they want to. Stands beneath me and wins behind me. Otherwise, this Viktor's gonna slowly level up. Fury? You know, Fury's good enough. Fury is good enough. The problem is gonna be Taliyah here. Taliyah is kind of a big deal here. I want to play this Neandroid before we can play... So Taliyah taps him out of a lot of things. Like, I would love to play this Neandroid, but I don't know if I can. Don't know if I can. It might just have to be the Rune Squire to eat up the Rolling Sands and then Neandroid after. Sure. The opponent opted not to kill the Squire, which is fair. We still get the Blade by next turn. We go here. We play second Neandroid before we do the Viktor. And we take a slow lifesteal. I'm still concerned about the Rite of Arcane, but the Rite of Arcane can only kill one or the other, cannot kill both. We have enough mana to play all the fragments out. Alright. It's gonna be an elusive. It's gonna be an elusive game plan here. We also got the lifesteal now. So the lifesteal is really nice. Lifesteal is gonna be really, really nice. This is 3. This is 6. We can level up Viktor as well. We get elusive, okay. Wow, we also get elusive, huh? Huh. Now what? Has to be, opponent needs to have quicksand enabled. Opponent needs to have quicksand enabled. I guess we might as well just go here. I'm gonna assume that the opponent has a way to deal with this Riven, by the way. So I don't think we put the +2 on the Riven. I think we spread it out on our Elusives. And we put this in the Riven instead. Viktor levels up. Opponent cannot tap out of Quicksand or they lose the game. If they tap out of Quicksand, they lose the game. Regardless, this Riven keeps the Overwhelm and the quick attack, so the Ruin Reckoner should seal the game next turn.
The time for talk is over.
Yeah, this... One of these cards... Okay, so let's say that the opponent has Quicksand. At most, they can do it on 2 of the Elusives, right? I think we jump the second Squire and just go all in. At most, they can do it on only 2 of the Elusives. Like the Viktor and this one. Stun. 1 up. Opponent loses their whole board and we're 1 up. Okay, I mean, what are you gonna do now? We play Fallen Reckoner, win the game? Yeah, I'm sorry, opponent. It was just not your day. Our hand was gross. It was just not your day. I'm sorry. GG's. In this match, we're going against GP Sejuani. It's crazy how this deck has just made a 360s and come back to the meta. Like, it's so crazy. It's also so annoying. The Squire feels so bad because it's gonna die to like Make It Rain or Parley or anything, but I think I have to keep it. I think I have to actually keep it though, so that we can have like an early blocker. I can't play the Senate Urchin until the opponent taps out of answers. Wow. That's gross. So the opponent gets the free hit there. I think we're in a really bad spot now. Like, I think we're like in an absolutely bad spot. I don't even know that I played the Rune Squire here. That's just giving them a reason to play Make It Rain next turn. You know what? I'm gonna assume that you don't have Make It Rain or Parley. If you have it, you have it. But I'm gonna pretend that you don't. Because if you have it, then I'm in trouble anyways, right? Like, if they have Make It Rain or Parley here, I think I'm in trouble regardless. So I think I have to just assume that they don't have it. Of course they have it. We're still gonna take 4 more next turn. We can play the Viktor. We can play the Viktor. I think it's correct to just let this Riven go for now. I don't know if I wanted to play the Pearl Cannon into the survivor skills just yet. We're gonna have to rely on Viktor becoming big enough to win the game. The problem is gonna be Sejuani. So Sejuani will prevent us from ever actually presenting lethal if the opponent gets Sejuani leveled up. The reason that I wanted to keep the survivor skills is because we can potentially have like a big denial for an opponent's attack. So let's start here first, see what the opponent does. Mystic Shot would have been so good as well. We get Spell Shield, that's huge. Except that he loses to the Spirits Unleashed now. Mystic Shot will be so good.
Heart and blade, both broken.
Unfortunately, I don't know that we can go all out. Yeah, that's the Spirits Unleashed. Yeah, I don't know that we can go all out on this like attack like this. We're gonna have to go Sonic Urchin. I guess we can go Blaze Squire. And then go Urchin.
Nice to meet you. I'm Isla.
Just have blockers. Did enjoy the Mystic though, which is a little bit unfortunate. Just have to hope that the opponent doesn't have TP or Sejuani. No Mystic yet, so the opponent gets the hit here. This is nice of them because it gives us some nice value.
I've got the reins.
Yeah, this is nice of them. I say that as they're about to kill us, by the way. I'm gonna play this first. That way, if the opponent plays like a Make It Rain, they have a chance of giving the scout to my Viktor. No?
I've never met anyone like you.
I want to sacrifice this guy somehow. That would be ideal. Okay, so at least it makes our hand less active because we can play out the second Riven. This Viktor's gonna be leveled up really easily. Now, the opponent's gonna have to have access to Make It Rain here. Because what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna attack with this guy. I guess Sejuani is a problem, right? Sejuani is a problem. Riven levels up. Viktor is about to level up as well. Sejuani is a big problem. But this guy is nice because he also gives me another Blade Fragment for the Riven. Make It Rain is an issue. Sejuani is a big issue. Viktor levels up, so all our fragments are gonna be 1. We have the way to kill the sap now. We also got another Overwhelm, so we can give the blade to Riven and give the Overwhelm to Viktor. Opponent tapped out of Sejuani. Okay, so this is game, right? Let me see. This is game. Because we can go for the Ruin Reckoner as well. So we can go here. Yeah, this is game no matter which way I do it, right? Yeah, because we go like this. We already have quick attack here. We go Overwhelm. We go quick attack. We can play the Poros. Yeah, we can play the Poros out to increase our Viktor even higher. We attack with everything, we win the game. Alright. Extremely lucky that the opponent didn't get the Sejuani, right? That Spiritual Leash was scary, but I think opponent should have waited for me to commit blockers before they went for it, so GG's. In this match, we're going against Annie Jhin. We do have a lot of blockers, so that's good for us, and our Riven is also a really good blocker. I'm going to keep one Fallen Rider. I'm going to keep the Mystic Shot to deal with an Annie. Survivor skills is not good in this game. Not good whatsoever. I don't need to do anything, right? I don't want the opponent to like play like an Annie and then us kind of feel like in a bad spot. I think I'm gonna just go here. Have the Mystic Shot open so that I can kill an Annie as soon as she comes down. The survivor skills became a lot better now that we have access to... that's not an Annie. It's a little bit annoying because it's a tough speaker instead. We can attack though. Opponent's never gonna block this. We still have a good blocker here. We can play Risen Rider while still having access to the Mystic Shot mana, so that's very good for us. This is gonna become a unit that the opponent's gonna have to deal with ASAP. Actually, you know what? We're gonna just go here. Here's the question: do we keep that alive? I don't think we care about keeping that alive. You see it, right? We just prevent all the damage and kind of go from there. I don't think I want to go for survivor skills on that unit. I like the Viktor because the earlier we put the Viktor down, the bigger threat we're putting. Because now this has a good chance of potentially hitting the lifesteal. You know what? Let's attack now. Let's just get my 4 damage in. Start putting pressure since the opponent didn't commit a blocker.
Remember the objective.
They have the Jhin. They have the Jhin. We could get Elusive. We could get Overwhelm. We could get Lifesteal. Any of those, Challenger, any of those would be really good. And the Overwhelm ends up working out for us. It's going to be not that hard for us to get through the 13 HP that the opponent has. It's not that difficult for us to get through that amount of HP that they have. We play the, especially because we're going to have the Reforge. We can play Rummage anytime that we want to kind of re-up our hand. The stage hand is a little bit annoying, but not impossible.
Our purpose calls to us. We cannot
Opponent didn't even stun this guy. They might have a second stage hand. Don't want this Annie to level up, though. I like the idea of going Portal Cannon and have Get Excited. Going Portal Cannon, so commit another blocker. Like if the opponent has a second stage hand, for example. The opponent has a second stage hand, which they do. We can go here. I'm gonna kill this Annie. I'd rather kill this Annie and then commit the last portal, because the Annie's gonna be annoying, allowing them to advance the Virtuoso even more. We go here. This can block, because this is gonna survive at 1 HP. And we should only take 4, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna take the 4. I'm gonna take the 4. Knowing that, and like that way they don't have like a fervor target. This is 5, 7, 9, and that's the lifesteal. So that's game, right? That's game. We just open attack. We just open attack before the opponent has access to a stun or a fervor. Opponent goes on to 4. We can even play the Rune Reckoner now. We go here. Tough. Opponent's gonna have to fervor my... Opponent's gonna have to literally fervor my my Viktor. They even giving me like... And the fervor's gonna get punished by the survivor skill. So this is game. Because the opponent's gonna have to fervor the Viktor. And once they go fervor the Viktor, I just go survivor skills and I just win. You got the lifesteal, but even without the lifesteal here, we still win because we ended up drawing the Rune Reckoner, right? Yeah, so... Unfortunately for the opponent, they didn't have a great opening. They didn't have the Annie until like turn 2, so GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Lurk. We have a lot of cheap blockers, so that's very good for our chances against the Lurk player. Okay. Unfortunately... I want to see if we get something that can replace the Sunny Urchin. This is not great. If they want to hit the Lurk, they're going to have to sacrifice the unit for free. Perfect. So the opponent literally couldn't go against couldn't go for their Lurk, because if they do, they lose their unit for free. This is a nice draw because if the opponent has the Snapjaw, I'm attacking with both. Okay, okay, I mean, all right. I'm kind of confused, but okay. I guess you're gonna have the 3-drop, right? You have to have the 3-drop, otherwise that makes no sense. Okay, so you're still sacrificing your Hammerstone. So that's fine then? Huh. So this gives me 2 blades. I guess, yeah, let's go Riven. We get the blade. We play the Neandroid. Start working on Elusive. Opponent did Rek'Sai, so we know that they don't have a... We know they don't have a pike, right? We know they don't have a pike. We know they don't have a pike. We can give the Riven the quick attack. And push some damage this way. Leave the Overwhelm for later. Second Neandroid. So I wanna leave the Overwhelm for the second Neandroid. How crazy is it to sacrifice my Riven right here, knowing that we have a second Riven coming up? Now, my concern is gonna be the pike. Opponent's kind of telegraphing that they have the pike. Second Rek'Sai, you're crazy. You're absolutely crazy. I just need to do this and I'm fine. What? So then we go ballistic. We go second Riven. We have the ballistic bot ignition. We have the Riven value to make this Neandroid even stronger. Now we can go Pearl Cannon instead. It's probably better because we can discard the ignition. Okay, we have lethal, right? Like, there's no way that we don't have lethal. We can play Pearl Cannon on the ignition, get ourselves 2 Poros, which also buffs everything up here. And then we can go 2 plus Overwhelm. We could also just go ignition and go for the full blade. No, we could go for the full blade, right? So we could go ignition and then just go full blade. And that's also kind of similar. I wanted to sacrifice the Under Titan. I wanted to sacrifice the Under Titan, so I'm gonna spread out. I'm gonna spread out my damage. I wanted to have to block with this Under Titan because this is gonna be 6 as well. And no matter which way they block with the Under Titan, they're gonna have to trade. So yeah, this is game. By doing it this way, even if the opponent has a way to survive, they will have to trade the Under Titan, right? So let's not wait for them to survive anyways, because it's 11 damage and Northwest. And so GG's. In this match, we're going against Leona Aphelios. So they do have some control tools, which can be problematic for us. I like one Mystic. The Squire is kind of weird though, because I want to play the Squire, but it's so easy for them to have access to Battlefields. So maybe the Mystic's actually not correct then. Because the reason I was thinking that the Mystic was correct was for us to be able to like Mystic Shot and challenge Aphelios. But now that we kick the challenger out, then it doesn't make sense, right? I guess it could still be useful though. I guess it could still be useful to get rid of certain blockers. We have both champions. The problem is going to be Leona. The problem is going to be Leona and Aphelios. Aphelios being able to kill the Neandroid, and Leona being able to stun my big attackers. We will be able to level up Riven next turn. So we can go Viktor, then Neandroid, and kind of go from there. We don't need to attack anyways. Leona is about to be leveled up on the next turn. We can play Viktor. Start working on the head score upgrade. Aphelios? Okay, Aphelios. So Aphelios does make the Neandra a lot worse. Because if the opponent has Caliburn, it means that the Neandra will just die. Now, I could force the opponent to commit like the Graviton first. Alright. You got me. I didn't respect the Quietus. I mean, there's nothing that I have that could save me from Quietus anyways. Yeah, so the opponent absolutely has the Caliburn. There's nothing I have that could save me from Quietus. So I don't think that was incorrect for us to do. What I gotta do, I think, is gonna be Rune Squire. Alright, so if I block here, I'm losing to like a double Battle Feast. I don't want to block the 3-2 because of that. I think I have to just go Rune Squire twice. Let the first one get Caliburn. And the second one to actually push damage through. If opponent has the Battle Feast, that also works. Yeah, if opponent, I think opponent has the Battle Feast. If that's the case, I think I'm just gonna enable this. I guess I could go, technically go here, right? And kill the Aphelios, force the Battle Feast out of them right now. I think I forced the Battle Feast out of them right now. If they have the Battle Feast, I wanted to do it right now. There we go. I think that's fine. They don't have a target for Caliburn, so they cannot get another weapon. They don't have the target for Caliburn, so they cannot get another weapon. It's a little bit unfortunate, though. Leona screws us over. I wanted to play this Caliburn out. I wanted to play this Caliburn out. Neither of this really helps us out. Neither of this really helps us out because obviously we can just do whatever. Yeah, so that's your Caliburn, as we expected. You get for the Graviton. We go Rune Squire again. We have to just buff up this Riven as much as we can. 5, 8, 11, 14. We have the Mystic Shot, so I'm not too concerned about that. What's my blade? What's my blade? Blade of Exile. We go here. Just need to not lose to a second Battle Piece. 3, 5, 10, 13. We can Mystic Shot this girl.
No looking back.
I don't want to lose to a second Battle Feast.
It must be done.
Opponent already tapped out of the equipments that matter. A second Aphelios kind of punishes us. Leona also punishes us. But I think I have to commit the Neandra. If the opponent has a second Aphelios and gets access to the gifts from beyond, then they're just better than me, right? They're just better than me. If they get there, they're just better than me. I had to present lethal 2 ways because Riven is not enough because of the Raboon. The Raboon has enough health to always block the Riven. So this lets me get another blade. So this is 3. You got it? Or you got the Atrocity as well? Either one. Atrocity or that also does it. Yeah, there you go. You got the Atrocity. That also works. Just took a little bit too much damage early on, right? We probably should have done that Mystic Shot on the 3-2 way earlier. That would have saved us 3 damage, and we could actually survive this turn. So GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Braum Zoe. Braum Zoe. I feel like I should keep 1 Mystic. I'm gonna look for my champions, but I'm gonna keep 1 Mystic anyways. Yeah, don't get my champions. Riven and Viktor are so crucial for this deck to be like, feel really good, right? So not getting either is a problem. However, opponent is attacking on turn 2, and we get the Riven. Okay, we get the Riven. Opponent is attacking on turn 2, so we can go for the Mystic Shot. When they get excited, if the opponent draws the the Zoe. I'm down to do this. I'm down to do this and not let the opponent buff up the units on top of their deck. I think this is a fine. I think that's a fine. Get excited, to be honest. We're gonna go Riven. Start working on the blade fragments. Cool. We attack so that the opponent doesn't have another target for the spear. Unfortunately, the opponent's still gonna have really big units coming down, right? Because unless they already top deck both units from the Omen Hawk, then one of those is gonna be pretty powerful. And just passing. Why would I not pass there? I'm so confused. Like why would I not pass? I'm gonna go Elusive, Risen Rider, and go from there. Okay, that's annoying, right? That's kind of annoying, but it dies to the Mystic shots, so we attack with everything again. No, we needed to do it before the Darking Spear came out. Yeah, we needed to do it before the Darking Spear came out, but the opponent also messed up and didn't play the Darking Spear under Mihira. Oh, it's because... Yeah, I think that's still better, right? They didn't do it on the... They didn't go for the Darking Spear. I guess they were worried about to get excited. So that's fair. Yeah, I guess the get excited does give them a reason not to play the Darking Spear.
Join the glorious evolution.
Now, the units are going to be pretty buff here. Second Mihira. If that's the case, then I think we can go ahead and play the Ballistic Bot and just create a really big attack, because we're going to have the Blade Fragments. Now, this Mihira is going to be a 4. So not enough yet to be able to win. We can go here.
No turning back now. Unleash new potential.
Overwhelm this guy. Leveled up the Riven. Open attack. I want to open attack before the opponent can potentially buff up their units. And I think the open attack is okay because we have access to the Ruin Reckoner, right? So because we have access to the Ruin Reckoner, I think the correct is to always open attack. Force the opponent to have their freezes here or anything similar. The Furious Will there. I mean, the Unforgiving Cold does freeze these two guys. But we still just win, right? Because we can put the Overwhelm on the Ballistic Bot after that and then attack with the Wound Reckoner, so GG's. Hey, welcome back everybody. Hope you enjoyed today's video. I know it was a shorter one, but again, it's just the nature of this deck. It's a really fast and straight to the punch type of deck, as you saw with how quick our games went and how crazy some of the turns can be. Like we got to see Neandry just carry some game. We got to see Viktor level up, Raven level up, and the Blade Fragments just putting so much work and the amount of damage you can put in. It feels really nice. I think it's a really nice way to play fast. This deck, I like it because you can go against like a Lulu Jins, and they tend to not have a lot of great blockers. So you're able to kind of just go much taller than them and be able to just punch straight to them. Of course, it is a little bit vulnerable to like the Shadow All decks, but that's the same with like almost every Aggro deck. In terms of mulligan, I definitely want to start digging for my Blade Fragments early. So I'm looking for Riven, and I'm looking for my Blade Squire and my Rune Squire, right? That way I can actually start building up my hand with different Blade Fragments, so that when the Neandry comes down, where the Viktor comes down, they can get all those fragments and level up quickly. And obviously Riven herself can level up really quickly if you get her on curve on turn 3 and start getting all those fragments attached to her. She has enough health that she can survive most things that the opponent throws at her, except for like a Vengeance. So that's what I go for. If you have a card that says Reforge, so Rune Squire, Blade Squire, or Riven, that's what you're looking for, and that's what you want to keep. But that be it for me today. Hope you enjoyed today's games. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund. We stream every now and then, and you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.